This episode of Forging Friendships is sponsored in part by Iron Mountain Metalcraft, located in the beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area. Go forge a memory with Forged in Fire fan favorite Robbie Bowman. Woo! The show is also sponsored in part by African Custom Knives, Black Dragon Forge, Paragon Kilns, and with the support of viewers like you through our GoFundMe campaign, link in description.
Obviously, you see stuff on TV growing up as a kid, but one of the first ones I can remember physically in person right at it was we would go to the Heritage Festival up north of Waco, and they were doing forging in their blacksmith shop then. And I was watching what they were doing, and they had classes that they'll come in. You can go and take classes up there, learn the various basics from beginning of blacksmithing into tools. I believe they do knife making also. And it was kind of one of those things that I thought, well, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And I just never really got bit by the bug. Well, then Forged in Fire comes along. And of course, a lot of people got the bug from watching how amazing that process is. And to this day, including people present, I still don't know how they got their work done in the amount of time that they're given. It just blows my mind, because trying to work out here, you lose track of time, and then having a clock over your shoulder and trying to make something that's just going to destroy your competition is just beyond my comprehension. I went to this festival last year, and it was one of those freak accidents where our family decided, let's go get out of town for a few days, we'll go look. And we decided we'd go to Bastrop. We hadn't been to Bastrop in a while. Bastrop's not that far. So we rented a hotel room and we went down there, and we hit a couple of the restaurants and some of the shops and stuff. And I keep seeing these posters about this knife show. And I'm going, my wife is never going to go to a knife show. Don't even bother asking. I snuck my phone out and took a picture of it, so I could see where it was at, keep all the information. So we go to a few more places, a few more stores. We're walking. Well, we kind of wore this area out, wore that area out. Well, there's a car show in town. We could go look at that. Oh, yeah. I said, there's a knife show, and it looks like it's more than just a regular knife show. It looks like there might be more to it, but I don't even know if you'd be interested in that. Well, I don't know. I show her the flyer, and she goes, I guess we could check it out. So we go out on Saturday afternoon, and we walk in. Of course, the first thing I walk in is all these vendors of knives, and I'm going, oh crap, this is exactly what we don't want to go see, because it's just knives, like a gun show, you know. And then I start noticing there's vendors there that are doing some other things. There's some flint knappers there, there's some silversmiths there, there's a father and son. They were doing rock star engraving on firearm barrels, and they were just amazing what they were making. And then we stepped out the back door, and we get outside, and they had a little music venue there, and then we had active stuff going on. It's like, what is all this stuff on here? It's really cool. And then I screwed up and I went to this one tent over to the right, and I met this guy, and his name was, what the heck was it again? Philip Schrei, I think. Yeah, that was that guy's name. And he's talking to me, and he's this energetic guy, and he's just bubbly, and I'm like, this guy's off the hook. I mean, he's just really this friendly dude. And I thought, well, how cool is that? And so I'm talking to him. I ended up buying a knife from him. And we're talking about Forged in Fire, and he tells me a little bit about his experience and everything. And he kind of did the wink, wink. Something's coming. You need to pay attention, but I can't tell you what it is. I said, okay, cool. So we watch it for that. So then I go over to the other side after I leave Philip, and I see this Forging Memories sign. And I look at the sign, and I look at the guy standing there, and I went, I know that dude. So I walk up to Cowboy Zemansky, and I said, I held a picture up off my phone, and I said, I know you. He got this stone cold look, and he goes, how do you have that picture? And what it was is very good friends of ours sold their house and moved down there to Belleville. and we're walking the town and ended up going into Cowboy's shop down there in the old blacksmith shop. Well, on the side of Cowboy's blacksmith shop, if you've ever been there, is a 57 Ford F100. Philip can tell you, I don't know anything about F100 pickup trucks. I don't own any. Liar. I own too many. So Lynn, my buddy's telling me, you got to meet Cowboy because he's got this 57 Ford pickup truck and I think he wants to sell it. So he sends me Cowboy's truck, pictures of his truck, and I get Cowboy's number and I'm talking to him. I don't know who Cowboy is. And so he's telling me he was on Forged and Fire, and I'm like, what? So make a long story short, Cowboy's like, yeah, that's my truck. So we started talking again, like maybe we would work a deal out, and I was gonna, oh man, I need to come see it, you know. And he's telling me about it. And then I said, what's this Forging Memories thing? And he goes, oh, well, you can, basically we'll take a half of a horseshoe and you'll make a knife and you get the sheath and everything for it and you actually forge it. And I'm like, what? So I looked at my wife and our anniversary was coming up and I thought, this is really cool. So I said, let's do one together. So she's like, okay. So we made a knife for each other, which was really fun because I made hers, she made mine, and then we gave them to each other. And I'm looking at my 16-year-old daughter, of course she's 15 then, and I'm going, Monty, you need to do this. Yep. I said, come on, Monty, you need to do this. Yep. And I said, it's fun. Yep. Fine. Well, we had our Chihuahua Chip with us at the time, and that brought out Philip Nieto, that brought up, help me, Philip, the one that's in San Antonio. Alex Ruiz. Alex Ruiz, Monty will tell you, Alex followed us around like a puppy. What a great guy. I mean, he was just, I teach this class, I do this. He said, man, the dog, everybody was hanging around. We had all those Forged and Fire guys just chilling with us because of this stupid dog. It was crazy. But anyway, and he's gone now, little guy. But it was so cool because they're just hanging out with us. And I'm like, who are these people? These guys were on television. They were on a show. You know, some of them won some money, you know, and it's like, why do they care about me? I'm nobody, you know? And so the whole thing was so cathartic for me because it's like this huge invitation and I didn't want to sleep through it. So I'm paying attention to what they're telling me. And we did our knives and then it was so much fun. I told Monty, I said, tomorrow we're coming back and you're making one. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Fine. So we go back Sunday and Monty made her knife. And I'm forgetting Cowboy's apprentice, Jacob. I told Jacob, because of my law enforcement career, I have, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, I have several instructor certificates that I hold, and I love to teach. Jacob was so amazing, and I told him then, I said, do not stop doing what you're doing. You are a great teacher because you have such patience and you're so diligent with people and you're so precise. I said, you're an awesome person to be able to teach people. I said, don't stop. And he kind of looked at me and I said, I'm telling you, dude, I said, this is your calling. You're supposed to teach. I said, whether it's knife making or origami or making pretty hats, I don't care what it is, you have the knack for talking to people and getting them to understand what you need to do. You're awesome at this because I feel like I know exactly what you want me to do, how you want me to do it. And I said, whether I'm doing it right is up to me. But I said, you're making it very clear to me what I need to do. And so anyway, we had a really awesome experience with that. So fast forward to the invitation coming up in April for everybody, for all the forging champions to be there in the competition at Cowboy Shop. We were so excited for that to happen, and we're thinking, man, this is going to be awesome. We're going to see everybody again. We'll get to see some really cool stuff. We'll get to talk to some awesome smiths. And so then Cowboy has to send out that they had to cancel it. And I was like, crap, because of COVID. So, not to be outdone, we decided we're going to jump in the car and we're going anyway. So my wife had to work a lot of weekends, so she couldn't go. So Monty and I get in the car and we go down to Belleville. Well, guess what? I see some familiar faces again that I had seen at the knife show that came anyway. One of which is yours truly over there. And I said, Philip, do you remember me? No. I said, at Bastrop? No, I even bought a knife from you. No, I see a lot of people. I said, dude, I get it. I said, no pressure, it's okay. So anyway, I had that interaction with Philip, but he was very gracious. And I told him, I said, really, dude? I get that you see a lot of people, and it makes too much sense. But again, get to see the guys. And then what was really awesome was Poor Cowboy had bought all these shirts, and it's advertising all the great people that are going to be there that weekend. And so I said, well, let me buy, I felt sorry for him. I said, let me buy some shirts. The shirts are really cool. And he goes, you want the guys to sign them? And I said, no way. He's like, yeah. He said, we'll have the guys sign them. So he starts passing the shirts around, and everybody's signing the shirts. And I thought, I'll never wear that shirt again, because I'm not going to wash that off. I mean, it's still in my house. I haven't worn the shirt because it's all the signatures are on it.